Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome, Chris back with another fragrance review. And this time it's my home territory. Why do I say that? Most of my subscribers know that I love out of the spotlight, under the radar, rare, discontinued, hard to find, or just fragrances that are never mentioned anywhere. And these 5 are like that. They're basically never mentioned by anyone. Nobody cares. Nobody seems to care. No matter what fragrance forum you're on, there's not much talk about them. And I didn't cover them either. I have not even, I think, mentioned any of these fragrances at any stage of my last almost 4 years doing reviews. So it's brand new stuff in terms of providing you with 5 fragrances that nobody's mentioning, and yet they're still great quality. They have a great vibe about them. And they are still, actually, most of them are available here and there, maybe in shops as well. Some of them are actually still very much available, some only on eBay, but they're still out there. So it's not like they're totally discontinued and vanished. These are still somehow in the market, physically or online, yet nobody seems to talk about them, which is weird because they're really good. And I was trying to be geographically diverse today again. I've included some French, some Spanish, and some German here in the top 5 as well. Again, 5 fragrances that are basically unmentioned, uncovered, unpresented by anyone in the fragrance community, and that's including me. So I'd like to pick the opportunity and to show them to you. On spot number 5, ladies and gentlemen, a release from the house of Lancôme, France. Miracle Homme L'Aquatonique. Now this is a flanker to the original Miracle Homme, the nice one with the maple and the coffee. You remember that 2001? This is 2003, a flanker. And it's all about green, the green grass of home, baby, I tell you. It's all about that, the freshly mown lawn in the late springtime, early summer, where the sun hits the grass and it's warm and you can hear the bees and the flowers and all that, but it's all about this green, soft green smell, very casual, very elegant, bit of a barbershop maybe, bit of a classy style to this, very nicely blended, a tremendous flanker to the original, which was even better, I think. The performance on this one is decent. It's decent, 5-6 hours. But it's a great addition if you want to have something in your collection that is nice, soft green, very much in the veins of Givenchy's Greenergie. This is one of those. It's like the color of the juice, right? This is how it smells exactly. Miracle Homme L'Aquatonique on spot number 5. Well done, Lancôme. Then, again, you wouldn't think, Estée Lauder Pleasures Intense. Everybody knows Estée Lauder Pleasures. It has been covered 462 times everywhere, but nobody seems to care about Pleasures Intense. That has been brought out to the market in, I think in 2005, I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but who cares anyway? I think it was 2005. And the fragrance is just, it's such a surprise. Pleasures Intense, right? It's such a surprise to me because I didn't like the original that much, and this has basically very little to do with the original. This is unbelievable actually smell, because it has traces of this aquatic feeling, this fresh, semi-fresh aquatic feeling, and it's paired up with a leather note that is so genuinely, naturally well done that it is an absolute, utter pleasure to wear this fragrance. It is really grown up. yet it's playful. It has this summery vibe to it due to the aquatic nature of the basement of the fragrance. But the leather from the very start on just keeps on going hand in hand with the aquatic part of this fragrance, and that makes it for me a stunning juice. Really also love the presentation. I have 2 bottles of this, a small and a large one. This is a 50 ml, and nobody talks about this fragrance. I mean, this is a gorgeous look at in the lights with the sky and the greenery behind. It's a fantastic fragrance. So Estée Lauder, pleasure is intense for men. Nobody mentions it. It's beyond me why. I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, check it on Fragrantica. I will check it as well. I think actually Maurice Roussel is the nose on this. So, come on, genius fragrance. Then one of my favorite German designers, Wolfgang Job, and let me get you guys the presentation, the pronunciation. Wolfgang Job. It's not Job or whatever. It's Job. Wolfgang Job, German guy. Okay, I'm not trying to be smart here, but I'm just telling you. And this fragrance is different from the Job line. Wolfgang Job gave up his original Job brand, I think, in 2001, and he has created since, in the late 2000s, 2008, I think, his own brand, Wolfgang Job. You can see his initials here, VJ, right? And if you remove this, you can maybe see, I'm not exactly sure, it says, it gives you his name and the name of the fragrance, which is Freigeist. Freigeist is a German expression, and it means free thinker. You know, free-spirited, free-thinking man that is creative, is always questioning things, is very positively minded, and has a certain class. All of this is perfectly represented in this wonderful fragrance. Look at this fantastic bottle with this great turquoise color. The whole presentation is fantastic. It's actually a presentation of the original. That's a flanker to the original, which has been released in 2008, just bearing the name of Wolfgang Job. This is Wolfgang Job Freigeist, okay? Released in February 2010. What is the fragrance all about? Let me actually spray some. I need some inspiration on this one. It's a bit like Job Jump. You remember Job Jump from 2005? It's a bit alcoholic, nicely woody, slightly sharp, very uplifting, slightly classy as well, very modern, extremely modern, greenness in there as well. It's a quite intensive composition in the amounts of ingredients that go in there, all the notes. Yet the fragrance itself is not shouting ever. It's decent longevity that is being paired up with this fragrance, but it's never shouting. So 5-6 sprays of Wolfgang Job's Freigeist make you shine and make you feel very good. It's very uplifting, very positive. Perfect for a bar, I think, bar setting really, because maybe the alcohol, I get this maybe gin or vodka vibe of it, and it's just fantastic. I love it. And also the color, it's maybe better for spring and summer. But Wolfgang Job's Freigeist, again, a fragrance nobody ever mentions or ever talks about, yet everything about it is high quality and it's totally enjoyable. And Wolfgang Job, I have to really say that, a personal note here, my wife last year met him at an event, an official event, where she knows that I'm a great Job fan and Lagerfeld fan obviously as well. So she asked the man for an autograph or in a selfie. And so what does Wolfgang Job do? He does with her a selfie, of course, and he just not only gives her an autograph, he starts to sit down, dedicate 5 minutes and draw her up. He drew my wife and wrote, this is Lydia as seen by Wolfgang Job, the date, and for Christoph, that's me. I don't have it here, but maybe in one of my next reviews, if I review this and the other Wolfgang Job separately, I will show you the drawing. It's fantastic. So Wolfgang Job, love you, and this fragrance I love too. Spot number 2. No mention of the house of Louis Ferraud. Louis Ferraud, who was one of the most influential French designers of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Nobody mentions him. And there's a fragrance called Ferraud Homme. That's the box. This has been brought out in 2005. I think he passed away in 99 actually. So this has been brought out after he left us. But it's still, the brand is still existing. This fragrance is still out there. Nobody talks about it. Nobody. I've seen actually on maybe on Red Lessons reviews today, Carlos Colom was putting out this fragrance that he has this. Very rare. How's it smell like? Lordy, lordy, lordy. This smells very nice citrus, very nice gingery citrus. Ginger, really. It's not listed in the notes. I don't know why. To me, it smells totally ginger. And slight woods in there. Totally amazing summer fragrance. Astonishingly beautiful. It has a sourness that I'm totally digging. I love sour fragrances. This is just amazing, fantastic, so uplifting, and so French. You know, French. This is so extremely French, and the whole bottle is kind of funky. I just saw this and picked it up and totally love it. So I keep it for the summer holidays. It's so nice. It's even for work. Like everybody's talking about Dior Homme and Versace Pour Homme and Dior Homme Sport and all that. Come on, give me a break. Try this juice. It totally does as well as the other 2, 3, 4, 5 Acqua di Gios and everything that you know see all over the place. This stuff nobody talks about except for me now, and it is an absolute winner for the summer. It is stunningly natural citrus, gingery citrus with this slight woody undertone. It is just a bit sour maybe. If you don't like sour, it's not your thing maybe, but it is. To me, it's a mind-blowingly good fragrance for the summer. I cannot imagine a better citrusy ginger fragrance than Ferraud Homme for the summer, and it beats the ass of all those well-known Dior or Versace fragrances that we know for this particular part of the year. Now, I have to put this back in here. So let's talk about the last one. The last one is coming from the Spanish house of Niké. Not Nike, has nothing to do with Nike, never had. It's a very old Spanish house of Niké. And they have many fragrances out. And what I love about them is they're absolutely under the radar, yet they produce great quality fragrances. It's quite a huge range. Not each fragrance is performing. Oh yeah, I love you too, man. You should get your car checked because I think you have a problem. So it's not only the quality that I love about this fragrance, it's also the fact that it's not much talked about. As I mentioned, not the entire range is of a special quality, but there are some members of this Niké family that are outstanding. And this juice, ladies and gentlemen, this juice is putting many niche aromatic fragrances into the corner, crying, begging for mercy. Niké Man, Fifth Element. Also, the packing. Look at this. This is what I like. Fits into your bag. It's 150 ml, right? 150 ml. And the sprayer, world class. You can spray a little, you can spray more. It's absolute world class. The smell, it's one of the nicest aromatic spicy fragrances I have ever come across. I got tons of compliments on this. It really smells like a high-end niche creation that has actually balls to it. Okay, it is stunning. It has this cardamom, coriander theme going, with many spices thrown in there. Like it could be easily a Creed fragrance, not a question. Like, especially with its performance, this juice kicks ass with its performance. Like, it lasts you more than the entire day. So you spray it 3 times on your chest and you fly away. To me, what it reminds me of is really a somehow I get the vibe of an Indian restaurant. Yet it's not curry I'm talking about. Yet it has this spiciness, and it's fresh spice. It's not the spiciness that is sitting on your shoulders and, you know, dragging you down. No, this is a spiciness that is uplifting, that makes your spirits fly. Tremendous. Fifth Element by Nikke on my top one spot number 1. Absolutely stunning juice that nobody ever is talking about, which is a shame. So check it out. It's fantastic, really. So that was Chris with my, you know, totally new, never mentioned top 5 designer fragrances, and I can only say try them, and let me know in the comments if you like them. I'll be back with more. Enjoy the scenery. Take care. Oh yeah. Scentland.